So what is going on, guys, and welcome to what could be the very first episode of our new career mode with Sunderland. So as you can see from the title, you have to choose either this one or the other video which I have uploaded just a few moments ago, which is a Nottingham Forest. So whichever video gets the most views and the most likes will obviously be the team that wins. I will be stopping the Hertha Berlin career mode because basically you guys are just not liking it, because as I can see from a lot of the feedback, the likes on the videos, the views on the videos, it's just not there as compared to a team like our career mode with Portsmouth. So therefore I thought, why not mix it up a little bit, and I'm going to do two first episodes, the first episode of the Sunderland career mode and the first episode of the Nottingham Forest career mode, and then obviously you guys can choose whichever one you want from them ones. So we are going to go ahead and name our manager and our body type, etc. first of all, and let's see how we do. So as you can see, we are going to be called Fifa Juice. We're going to be the English nationality, and we're going to be rocking the tracksuit style on the touchlines. So as you can see there, Sunderland, Ponder, new boss juiced. So basically the objective that I thought of the Sunderland career mode is basically to try and save them, because they've been in the bottom of the Premier League for the past few seasons. This season I think they are going to really struggle unless they get their act together. I think Aston Villa are also a team that are right near the bottom, but Sunderland and Aston Villa, they're going to scrap it out between the two, and I think Sunderland, unless they get their act together, I think they're going to go down to the Championship. So therefore, I've decided to choose Sunderland as my team, because let's face it, they haven't got the best of squads, they haven't got the best of young talent either, and what I think we can do is bring in a few young talent, try and get their potentials to grow, and obviously once we get their team up a little bit, we can go ahead and maybe look at Champions League, Europa League, winning trophies. That's obviously the Sunderland players' dreams, as obviously they want to be playing in the biggest tournament of them all, and they want to be called up for international duty, etc. So we are going to be starting off this episode with Sunderland. I'm not going to actually be doing anything major in this first episode, because obviously it might not be a actual career mode. We're going to have to wait and see. So we have got 3 tournaments we can choose from. We are going to go ahead and choose the one in the middle, as it is the one that pays the most, and they're all the same locations and difficulty, etc. So it's all going to be the same. They're all 4-star. So I do think we can hopefully try and get something from that tournament, of course, if we do choose to do this career mode. So we're going to have a look at a few objectives. First of all, the domestic cup objective, I want us to reach the round of 16, and our league objective is to finish mid-table. So that's quite optimistic, to be honest, by the board. They want us to have a look at a centre-back, which is fair enough. I was also planning on looking at centre-backs. I think I'll go through the squad with you now, and then I'll tell you the roles that I think we do need to improve. So having a look at the squad here, we have Jermaine Defoe, Watmore, then we have Gomez, Mvila and Toivonen, who's a new player that's just come in, Yedlin, Coates, O'Shea, Jones and Van Aanholt. On the bench we have Lenz, which I don't know why he's on the bench, Barini, Fletcher. So it's not the worst side in the world. Kabul, Rodwell, Catmull. It can be worked with. We can definitely get a good few games together. I will be changing that formation. I hate playing with 5 at the back. It's just a pet hate of mine, and I will be changing it. But the squad looks pretty decent, and I'm also going to show you a few transfer targets that I would like to bring in at the start of this season. Of course, if we do go for it. We have been given £32 million to spend, so that's a lot of money. So having a look at a few players that I've scouted here that I would like to actually bring in. Kepa Arrizabalaga is one from Real Valladolid, but obviously he can't be brought in the first season because he's currently on loan. So the first season we will have to stay with Costel Pantilimon and Vito Manone. And then the 2 centre-backs I would like to bring in would be Jairo Riedewald and also Rugani from Juventus. They look both decent players. On a right mid position, maybe Andros Townsend, Dele Alli and Renato Sanchez are 2 centre midfielders I would in fact like to bring in. And we could bring in a striker called Leroy Sane, which I'm sure you guys probably be familiar with the career mode that we did recently with Hertha Berlin. So there are a few players. Obviously there's loads more that I would like to go ahead and sign, but I think they would be the key ones that I would be targeting right from the very off. Also, make sure I will be ending this episode now, because obviously I don't want to make it too long in case it's not going to be any use to you whatsoever. But if you guys do want a Sunderland career mode, like I said, make sure you hit that like button, as it will be determining who wins the career mode, whether it's Nottingham Forest or Sunderland. And also, if you do want it, make sure you comment down below on any player suggestions that you think I should maybe try and sign for Sunderland. We've currently got 32 million, so you can't go ahead and say we need massive players like Memphis Depay, because it's just not going to work. But what you can do is go ahead and give me suggestions that players might be quite realistic, whether you want me to go the realistic route, whether you want me to go potential route, whether you want me to go the already established player route. It's up to you guys. So if you want the Sunderland career mode, let me know in the comments down below, as it will be very much appreciated. And that will be it for this episode. So make sure, like I said, you hit that like button down below, as it will determine whether I do Sunderland or Nottingham Forest. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.